This episode of BFC TV is brought to you by Polaroid.
Welcome to BFC TV. My name is Ben, and today we're shooting a very special film in a very special place. We are here at the historic TWA terminal shooting Kodak Aerocolor 4 film. This is an aerial film that's currently produced by Kodak, a C41 100-speed film that is only for the first time being re-spooled into 35mm canisters by our friends at FlicFilms in Alberta. And there's no better place to try this out for the first time than here at this historic airport, TWA. We're gonna try it in a few different cameras, see what kind of results we get, see how this film stands up to some of the other 100-speed films that have been available for quite some time. So, let's take flight.
One of our key targets is on the move. He carries a blue suitcase containing exposed rolls of Kodak Aerocolor film. This film is predominantly used for surveillance, aerial mapping, and medium to high altitude reconnaissance. We don't know his name, only that he looks a bit like Hollywood actor Jason Segel. Your mission is to photograph him as he passes through TWA terminal. Good luck.
Flight 815 to Brooklyn Film Camera is now departing from Gate 5.
Well, you might be asking yourself, what is aerial film, and why would aerial film still have to be produced by Kodak? Well, quite frankly, I had the exact same question because it doesn't really make that much sense with the advancements in modern digital technology. But as it turns out, so much high-end military and aerial equipment for oceanography, for mapping, all of that stuff was produced at such an incredible scale back in the day that it is less expensive for many places to still use their optical machines that are compatible with film. So Kodak currently produces 3 aerial films. One of them is Aerocolor 4, that's the film that's been spooled into this canister. There's Aerocon, a black and white film, and there's a duplicating film. So this has been really the first opportunity for regular everyday shooters to have this specialized film in their canisters. One of its defining characteristics will certainly be its ability to resolve details. One of the massive benefits of aerial film, even over any digital technology now, is the scale of the film and its ability to resolve the tiniest details. These films typically come in rolls as wide as 9 inches, essentially shooting large format from the sky, and with that, they can do stuff that digital imaging sensors still are really not able to accomplish. So to be able to get a little sliver of it into our 35mm canisters, it's kind of fun. Well, because this film hasn't really been shot before by many consumers in traditional 35mm cameras, we're not just going to shoot it in one camera, we're going to give you 3 different looks with 3 different cameras that we have here. We have a point and shoot, the SBO 115G. We have the Pentax K1000 SLR. And we got something funky for you, the Horizon 202 panoramic camera. That's going to give us quite a different look. There's many cameras under the sun. There's a lot of different looks you can get with this film. People are going to be shooting it in all sorts of things. So we want to give you a couple options to look at. Kyle, it's what we've always wanted. We've always wanted a film we could shoot from really high up. It's designed for geological, pollution, archaeological, crop and forestry studies, traffic control, city planning, railway, highway, hydraulic engineering, as well as oceanography. Kyle, this is our dream film. This is our dream film. We love oceanography, don't we, Kyle? Please, can we carry it, please?
Well, all joking aside, it really was quite a stir to shoot this film. With the celluloid industry facing widespread shortages in color film, that good stuff can be hard to come by. With companies like Cinestill modifying motion picture stock to broaden the availability of color, it's awesome to see FlicFilms taking this industrial-style Aerocolor film and doing the same. Because it is spooled from huge master rolls, the price is actually a pretty reasonable $13 a roll, and we're the first place to get our hands on this product in the United States, which is pretty hype. Plus, unlike commonly respooled motion picture stocks, Aerocolor 4 can be processed in traditional C41 chemistry, meaning any local lab can handle it just fine. The film is actually recommended to be used with AN6 processing, which is commonly used for aerial films and specialized equipment, but luckily C41 also works well, with more standard processing times yielding a bit lower contrast than the film might otherwise exhibit. It also has extended red sensitivity, which cuts through haze, and T-grain, which in this case means it resolves images with finer grain and higher sharpness. There was quite a lot to work with in these negatives. The industrial demands of this film stock require tremendous exposure latitude. Even shooting from inside TWA pointed out its massive windows, the dynamic range was ludicrous, and while I was metering carefully, I didn't get any shots with unusable shadows or highlights, even with such drastic contrast in exposure values across scenes. Popping around TWA gave us a phenomenal opportunity to really put Aerocolor through its paces. And it was kind of shocking to get these scans back and see such normal looking images out of an aerial film. I'd say the closest film I'd compare this to is Kodak's professional Elektra 100 stock, with a definitive warmth to shadows and midtones. I also noticed a lot more grain than was to be expected in some shots, possibly due to underexposure or the alternative way the film was processed. We even ran into a couple of pilots, could you imagine that? These two lovely folks even shoot film and knew about the YouTube channel. You truly never know what might happen or happen to you at TWA. You might be wondering what the heck this place is, which is fair. TWA, or Trans World Airlines, was a quintessential American airline that went bankrupt after 70 years in the skies in December 2001. Their New York terminal was designed by the legendary Eero Saarinen, who produced a crowning architectural achievement meant to express the drama and excitement of travel. When TWA went RIP, the terminal sat mostly disused for an outrageous 15 years, often facing potential destruction despite its status as a historical landmark. Luckily, JetBlue and a hotel developer rescued this place, and although some of TWA's structure was lost over the years, the beautiful head house has been mostly preserved and converted into a functional airline hotel, while also offering plenty of history for those looking to savor the time when air travel wasn't like going to the dentist's office and the dentist isn't even ready yet, even though you made an appointment. And really, what's the purpose of appointments if the dentist can just not show up when they say they will? At any rate, it was a true delight to christen Elektra 100, FlicFilms' brand name for Aerocolor 4, at this wondrous cathedral of aviation history. You can grab a roll on our website and try it yourself. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more episodes of BFC TV. Happy flying!